Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Crystal Joseph, licensed clinical professional counselor in Maryland, licensed professional counselor, Virginia, and approved clinical supervisor in both states, and I am the owner and clinical executive officer of Psych Your Mind. So today I wanted to come to you on the client side of things so you may best be informed of how to upload your documentation to the secure SimplePractice portal. So a lot of times I get emails from prospective clients and or communication from the office manager that you all have difficulty uploading documents, and thus for compliance purposes we cannot begin your counseling session. So I'm going to walk you through it. So I have myself listed as a test client, and so you'll be able to see this on your screen. So you're going to go into your email and you're going to look for an email entitled yourprovider@simplepractice.com. For some people, your email may filter it out as spam or promotion, so be sure to check those tabs. So I sent myself the new client documents, and within a minute they were received to my Gmail account. So I use Gmail for my personal email. So you're going to click on it, and inside, once you open the email, you're going to have a form email that states, "Hi Crystal," so it'll have your name. "Before we meet, I would like you to review my practice documents and provide some information about yourself." So there's some instructions in there in this documentation that I've also submitted as a form email that's embedded that needs to be followed. So there's going to be a green sign-in button. And so this one-time link will instantly sign you in. This link is provided through SimplePractice, and it's only active for 24 hours. So please keep that in mind. You may be able to revisit the documents. It's not stating that you can't go back in. All of the team members of Psych Your Mind, including myself, have a link to access the portal, so you may re-log in at any time. You are going to be required to set up a password if you are a couple, or if you are a parent or caregiver or guardian for a minor, as denoted by mental health regulations. Please make sure you maintain the same email address and portal login and password information whenever accessing these documents throughout your tenure of counseling with Psych Your Mind. So you're going to click sign in, and then it's going to take you to the Psych Your Mind client portal page. So it's going to say, "Hi, these are some documents that need to get started," and now you're on the secure side. So you're going to have access to appointments. You also can schedule, cancel, opt in of appointment reminders, and for some of you who request super bills and other billing documentation, you may have access to that at that time. So there's going to be a blue button at the bottom that says "Get Started." So you're going to click that, and then it's going to run you through the documents. There are 8 to 10 documents that have to be completed. There is a discrepancy we found. So the portal will state that you've completed the documentation even though you have not signed it, okay? So I've let tech support know that, so I want to remind you, please use a PDF reader to digitally sign and return back to us, which means re-uploading to the portal, or you may print and wet sign the documents and re-upload to the portal. Please remember that email is not necessarily secure. Psych Your Mind does operate on a secure server, but we want to make sure we remain above board and avoid any sort of technological glitches that may happen. Okay, so the first document that comes up, it'll say "Download shared file." It'll have a PDF emblem or icon, and it says "Your clinician shared the authorization to release medical information." They're in order alphabetically, so they're all important. They all have to be completed. So you're going to hit, or click rather, "Download and continue," and that possibly is going to open up another page and or automatically go into your assigned automated PDF viewer. So I use Adobe, so it looks as if my computer wanted to download it, but then it took it to automatically open with my Adobe. So you see it's open on the form, and then I get a blue box that says, this looks like a form that you can sign and fill. So I have a fill and sign option. I do pay for a professional level version of Adobe. I understand that not all of you may have this. That's fine. Download it to whatever option you have, whether it's the browser or whatever program will read it, and you may print it out and sign it. So you will continuously do this for all of the documents. And on the Psych Your Mind end, myself, your assigned clinician, as well as the office manager, will receive a ping when you've completed all your documents, including your intake, and it'll say CJ, it says initials, has completed their documentation. So download and continue, download and continue. And as you can see now, I have the tabs opening up at the top for all of the documents. So I'm going to continue to go through this so you can see. For those of you who may not understand this process, feel free to email us, use the contact form on the website if you're having trouble with this. Now, mind you, if you do not access the original link in that email within 24 hours, the portal will lock you out. That is a security measure. So I myself can create a sign-in as well as a passcode for you to re-access this documentation if you're not in a particular place where you can complete the documents. The documents do take some time to do. On average, when people were doing them on paper in the office, 25 to 35 minutes. So this is not something you can rush through, inclusive of the intake. The intake is very thorough for a reason, so we have a great understanding of, you know, who you are and what your needs are. Okay, so now we've gotten to the intake. The intake will be the last document that opens, and as you can see in my Adobe, these are the other documents that have been sent to me, okay? So they're there for me to access later. So I would fill in name. So it'll state this is required, this is required. So you're gonna get through that. I'm just gonna put random notations in these fields to get through it. Let's see. Education. This is just a drop list so we understand, so make sure you don't skip over that. It is required. Place of birth, 757. Okay, so I'm randomly putting things, okay? So and then once you select how many siblings you have, you can select who, if your age order, if that's important to you, and so on and so forth. All right, so then we have a disclosure statement. You understand that you're going to be asked to do possibly homework assignments, and by submitting the information, it is to the best of your knowledge. So you're going to click review, and that's an electronic signature, and you're going to click submit. And then here it says no pending documents at this time, which is somewhat true. Here is what the discrepancy comes up on this side. It says date completed, and it looks as if you've completed all the documents. That's not true. You've downloaded all of the documents. So tech support is working on changing this template, this actual form, so that we can change the verbiage to further remind you that all of this has to be done. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see my uploads at the bottom, and you'll have a blue hyperlink where it says upload files or drop files here. And it states that only a PDF, JPEG, PNG, MP3, M4, doc, and CSV files are allowed. And each file is allowable up to 10 megabytes of size, okay? Most documents are below that. The PDFs are, I think, 27 kilobytes after you sign it, and then your imaging of your insurance card and your driver's license and or identification cards will be necessary as well. So you would click that, you would click upload file, and then you would go to a file, okay? And you would click on pictures and upload something, say that you already have saved. You would click upload, and so that is the issue that people are having. You need to upload the signed documents here. And then when you're done, please sign out, and you can sign out, and it will bring you back to the sign out page. If you need to log back in, you would log back in as I'm an existing client, and it says get a link sent to your inbox to sign in, no password necessary. And so the system will reprocess an access link, and you could state email me a link, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you, as I want you all to have a little more understanding of why things are the way they are, virtually and digitally. So let me know if that was helpful. Please email us if you have any questions. Thank you so much, and have a great day.